You may be familiar with finding books via the Dewey Decimal System at your local public library. However, many academic libraries, including PCC Library, use the Library of Congress Classification System, or LC, to classify and shelve books within their respective subject areas. By the end of this video, you will be able to identify the main class areas of the Library of Congress Classification System, explain how items are classified using a class or subclass and classification number, read an LC call number and broadly identify its separate components, arrange items in ascending order by their respective LC call numbers. In the LC system, books are categorized using 21 main classes, identifiable by a letter of the alphabet. As you can see in this summary list, which can be found at the Library of Congress site, loc.gov, single letters correspond to general subject areas. For example, the letter H is used for books or other physical items in the social sciences. The letter R is used to classify library materials that belong in the subject area for medicine. Main classes can then be broken down into more specific subclasses as needed. In LC, one or two additional letters are added to identify subclass areas. In this example, the main class Science is represented by the letter Q. The subclass Mathematics is QA. Q signifies that the item belongs in the area for science. The addition of the letter A places the item more granularly in the area for mathematics. Other subclass examples can be seen here, such as QB for astronomy and QM for human anatomy. Subclasses have classification numbers added to them to give more detail about the specific subject matter of the item. Subclass QA is used for mathematics. The number for the book provides more detail about the specific area within mathematics that best describes the item. For example, items placed in the range QA 150 to 272.5 are classified as algebra. Let's take a look at a complete Library of Congress call number and identify each of its components. Line 1 defines the main class and subclass. In this case, B signifies philosophy or religion. The addition of F to make BF places this item in the subclass psychology. Line 2 is the classification number, which places the item in a narrower subclass. 1078 is the classification number for dreams. Line 3 is the Cutter number. The Cutter number is representative of the name of the author or the title of the work. .S5 is used in this example for Ella Freeman Sharp. Line 4 is the publication year. Please note that sometimes the copyright year may be used in place of the publication year. Line 5 shows C.1, which stands for copy 1. This may be used when a library has multiple copies of the same item. This line, however, is not required to identify additional copies. Libraries can use a unique identifier, such as the barcode, to differentiate multiple copies held at a single location. This final line may also be used to indicate a volume number, such as V.3, or a format, such as DVD or MAP. Now let's take a look at how items with Library of Congress call numbers are shelved. As in Dewey, books classified with the LC system are shelved in ascending order. Order of shelving is first determined by looking at the top line, which is the subject class. In this example, BH comes before BJ because H comes before J alphabetically. An item having the class A in its call number would be shelved in front of this range of items. An item having the class CB in its call number would be shelved after this range of items. Once we have arranged the items alphabetically, we can then move down to line 2 and begin arranging the items numerically by classification number. In this example, the whole number 21 comes before the whole number 37. After arranging in ascending numerical order by classification number, we can jump down to the cutter number to arrange by alphabetical and decimal order. As seen here, I comes before K when looking at the cutters. But what about when two cutters have the same starting letter? In this example, we have two cutters with the letter T. However, the decimal .445 should precede .49 in ascending order. Finally, if the preceding lines all match, the publication year then determines the shelving order, with the earliest year being shelved first. Thanks for watching. Now you are able to identify the main class areas of the Library of Congress classification system, explain how items are classified using a class or subclass and classification number, read an LC call number and broadly identify its separate components, arrange items in ascending order by their respective LC call numbers.